much their confidence and trust while initiating the transaction, and no matter how well you get their agreement on a car, some prospects wouldn't think of buying a car without test driving it first.
But how do these cars ride? I never rode in one.
And then, of course, there are others who won't accept a demonstration ride even when it's offered.
Well, this car's already been serviced, Mr. Holmes. Why don't you start her up? We'll take her for a little spin so you can see how well it'll perform.
Oh, I ain't got no time to waste taking no ride.
But whether prospects want a demonstration ride or not, studies show that your chances of selling them and getting a good gross are better if you give them a demonstration ride. Why? Well, a test drive lets you demonstrate features of the car like riding, comfort, quietness, handling, and performance that you can't present in the showroom. And it gives you the chance to answer objections to the ride that may not have come out yet, but could be obstacles to a close. There's no better way to build a prospect's interest in buying now than by taking a demonstration ride. Take Norm Clayton's experience with the Barnetts.
But how do these cars ride? I never rode in one.
Well, this one's been serviced already. Why don't we take it and see how you like it?
Well, just for a short time, because we gotta go eat. We want to get home before the traffic gets too heavy.
Oh, of course. Mrs. Barnett, you saw how much room there was on the TV set back in the office. Why don't you sit back here? See for yourself just how much room there really is. There now. Don't you agree there's plenty of room to stretch your legs out, even though this is a smaller car than your Galaxy?
Yeah, it's not bad at all. In fact, I don't think it's much smaller than our car on the inside.
Well, Mr. Barnett, why don't you have a seat there? See how much room there is up front.
Can this seat be adjusted? It seems a little far back.
Oh, of course. Here, just move this lever here. There, now. That's pretty comfortable, isn't it?
Well, that's great. Can we take it for a ride now?
I was glad to have the Barnetts agree to take a test drive. But from the way Mr. Barnett was settled behind the wheel, it seemed he might expect to go for a test drive without me. Of course, I never let customers go on a demonstration drive alone, because I want to be there to point out the features and the benefits of the car that they might not be aware of, and also to be there to handle any objections they may have. But there were two ways I could have handled getting into the car. Either walk around to the passenger side and let Mr. Barnett drive on, or to get him to slide over and drive myself. What would you have done?
If you would have let Mr. Barnett drive and gone along as a passenger, shift your audio selector to channel 1. If you would have gotten him to move over and then driven yourself, shift it to channel 2. Move your selector now to 1 or 2, depending on your choice.
I decided not to let Mr. Barnett drive. And there are several good reasons why it was a good idea to suggest that Mr. Barnett slide over and give me good reasons. One, and most important, I wanted the car warmed up and performing at its best before Mr. Barnett took the wheel. Two, I didn't want him driving in the heavy traffic outside the dealership until I could familiarize him with the controls. And three, by driving myself, I could choose a route which illustrated the features the Barnetts were most interested in.
Return your selector to the mix position before going on.
Oh, sure thing, Mr. Barnett, just as soon as I get the plates for it so we can take it out on the highway. If you'll just slide over, I'll drive us on down to the office.
Oh, okay.
Boy, it's hot back here. Phew.
Oh, it sure is. They get hot out here in the sun, but we'll have it cooled off in a jiffy. If you'll just fasten your shoulder harness, Mr. Barnett, I'll start the engine and get the air conditioning going. There we go. Now, this lever here is your control for your air conditioning, your heater, your defroster, and so on. And this one controls your fan. The air comes out of these 4 vents here, and as you can see, they're adjustable so you can aim the air wherever you want. They're getting cool already. Feel that? Can you feel it back there, Mrs. Barnett?
Oh, yes. That does work fast, doesn't it?
Oh, that's the advantage of your factory-installed air conditioning. What's that? Oh, that's your wood applique. Adds something to the interior of the car, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, I like that. Oh, there's one thing that's very important, though, and that's this. Due to the new emission controls, it's very important that you pump the accelerator before you start the engine. Otherwise, it might start a little rough. And it's a good idea to let it run a moment or two before entering the highway traffic. Now, I think everything's all right. Let's go down and pick up the plates, huh? I'd like to show you how quiet this car rides. That's really something, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really good.
As I said before, this car has your interior decor group with the nice thick carpeting. Yeah, that opens up. I'm sorry, just twist it. There. You got a nice glove box for your maps or your flashlight, anything you want to store. Now, these bumps up ahead are pretty rough. They've just been filled, too. You ready? Feel that?
That's not bad.
Hardly felt that at all.
Yeah, he just went over that bump there and he didn't even feel it in the back either.
Yeah, that's good for your guests.
Well, it's good for me, too. When we pick up another couple, I always let the men sit in the front and I ride in the back.
There. You see how it takes the corners? And watch the power of this engine.
You're a bunch of kids.
I just wanted to show you that even with an engine as economical and dependable as this one, you've still got plenty of power for quick acceleration. You know, like when you pull out into a freeway. It's really a pretty powerful little car, isn't it?
It sure is.
Why don't you take the wheel, Mr. Barnett? I'd like for you to see how she handles yourself. I'd like for you to see how well the car drives and what a difference this power steering makes.
What's that buzzer for?
Oh, that tells you when you've left your keys inside so you won't forget them. It's a safety device to prevent thefts. And it also helps to remind you so you won't forget and lock yourself outside.
Oh, that's good because I'm always forgetting my keys. Does that mean you can't lock the door if the keys are still in the car?
No, it just reminds you that you've left them inside.
Oh, that's good. You know, they've added a lot of things to cars since '69.
They sure have.
Oh, they're constantly improving the cars to make them safer and more comfortable and easier to drive. Oh, well, that's adjustable from the inside. You don't have to roll your window down. See the knob right there?
Oh, yeah.
You can use it to set your mirror.
Oh, yes, I see.
Yeah. That's one of the things we've added. Comes in handy, too, so you don't have to roll the window down and let all the heat or the cold in the car. And it's good in the rain, too.
Could we get another one for the other side? You see, it would help on account of his hearing problem.
Oh, sure. I'll get another mirror for you, and we'll install it on the door here. It won't be one that you control from the inside, though, okay?
Oh, yes, sure.
Hey, doesn't it corner well?
Oh, yes, hardly takes any effort at all. Got all the pep I need, too.
Oh, yeah, the engine's really quite powerful for this car. And as you can see, there's no problem with the air conditioning.
No, in fact, could you turn it down a little?
Oh, sure. Just turn the fan down to low. And in the wintertime, if you want to control the heater or the defroster, you can control it the same way. By the way, that defroster is a real safety feature. You know, come winter, your windshield can frost up all of a sudden. And having a powerful defroster like this one that can clear it up fast is very important, don't you think?
Oh, yes, indeed.
And now watch how the car takes these bumps. Okay?
Hardly felt that at all.
Oh, it takes them better than our Galaxy does.
Sure does.
Yeah, went over them real well. You could hardly feel it. And the seats are soft, too.
notice the good visibility you have in this car, Mr. Barnett. With that really wide window in the rear, it eliminates some of those corner blind spots you used to have in the older models, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, you can see completely around in this car.
This glass is all safety glass, and it's tinted to reduce the glare of the sun.
What's that noise I've been hearing? I don't like that.
What noise is that?
Listen. There it is. It sort of sounds like tires, snow tires or something.
Oh, that's your steel-belted radial tires.
Huh? That doesn't mean anything to me.
Well, it should though, Mrs. Barnett, because they're so much safer than ordinary tires. You see, there's a belt of steel built into these tires to help make them puncture-proof. We've got a good videotape on them at the office I could show you, but have you ever seen that commercial on television where they throw a truckload of junk in the highway, and then this car drives over it right over top of all those jagged edges? Have you seen that commercial?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's your radial steel tires. They're the best and the safest tires you can get. You get greater steering control and a much better ride at highway speeds. And not only that, but under normal conditions, they'll last you 40,000 miles. And that's more than you put on your 69 in 4 years. They do make kind of a humming sound, though. You're right, like snow tires. But that's because of the steel that's built in them that makes them so much safer than ordinary tires. That kind of safety is worth a little humming, don't you think?
Well, yeah. Anyone would. If it saves me from getting a flat tire, it'll be good.
That power steering really makes the car easy to handle, doesn't it, Mr. Barnett? It's smooth, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Hardly takes any effort at all.
And the biggest benefit of power steering is how easy it is to park. Would you care to pull over and try?
Oh, I don't think I need to.
Do you like the way it steers, Paul?
Oh, it's great.
Mrs. Barnett, what about you? Would you like to take the wheel and drive the car for a moment?
No, I don't think so.
I normally like to have the wife drive the car herself if she's going to be using it. So after Mrs. Barnett turned down my suggestion, either I could encourage her to drive or I could drop the subject. What would you have done?
If you would encourage Mrs. Barnett to drive the car, shift your selector to channel 1. If you wouldn't encourage her, shift it to channel 2. Make your choice now.
I agree with you. I decided not to press Mrs. Barnett to drive the car herself. She seemed quite happy to be riding in the back, and she'd been increasingly positive about the car during the demonstration. Besides, she asked that the demonstration be short so they could get home to eat. So I decided it would be better to get back to the dealership and into the negotiations as soon as possible.
Before going on, return your audio selector to the mix position.
That was a comfortable ride, wasn't it?
That was a good ride.
You know, this car has all the advantages of a smaller car, plus the features that you're used to in your Galaxy. And when we get it cleaned up for delivery, it'll look real nice. You know, this is going to be a real snazzy car.
We used the floor mats from our car.
Oh, there are mats in here.
Oh, I know, but... Oh, there are 2 of them in there. I didn't realize it. Well, then we'll only have to get 2 mats for the back. They save your carpet so much.
Well, now, if you'd like to, you can move the mats from your Galaxy into this car. Would you like for us to move them for you?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, good. Then that'll save your carpeting in back. All right, let's go on inside, and I'll get your car appraised.
When Mrs. Barnett said she'd like to move her mats into the Comet, I knew we were ready to go in and negotiate a price on the car they wanted. With indecisive prospects like the Barnetts, negotiating can really be tough unless their interest in the car is strong. That's why giving the Barnetts a test drive was so important. Without a demonstration, I could never have proven to Mr. Barnett that the engine was powerful enough to run the air conditioning. And demonstrating gave me the chance to overcome objections to things like the humming of radial tires that caused some misunderstandings after the purchase. That's important, because I've had people change their minds about a car for something as minor as that humming. I also learned about the Barnett's desire for dual mirrors. Without a demonstration, we might have overlooked that entirely until delivery. And finally, the demonstration ride had given me a more definite idea of what the Barnetts liked about the Comet. Not only were they more enthusiastic about the car, but they'd given me several clear buying signals, and those were going to be a tremendous advantage in negotiations.
When it's done right, a demonstration looks easy, but it takes a good salesman to do it. To help you analyze Norm Clayton's demonstration in more detail, you'll find a summary in your viewer's guide. So turn to it now before going on with the second half of this program.
When the Holmeses and I got in the cart to go back and negotiate a price on the red Gran Torino Sport Mr. Holmes picked out, I realized just how hard a session it was likely to be, and all because there hadn't been a demonstration. I got agreement pretty easily because Holmes really seemed to like the Gran Torino. However, his commitment to the car wasn't very deep because, except for styling, the features he was particularly interested in had to be demonstrated. If he had the chance to feel how this car accelerated, listen to how nice and quiet it rode, he'd have gotten excited about the car. And when he gave me buying signals, agreed with me that what he was experiencing was what he wanted, I would have had commitment from him. I really had a good chance to give Holmes a demonstration. But at the key moment, instead of just assuming his consent, I asked him whether he wanted a ride.
Well, this car's been serviced, Mr. Holmes. Why don't you start her up? We'll take her for a little spin so you can see how it'll perform.
Got no time to waste taking no ride. You just wasted my time, yours too.
The more I think about it, the more I could kick myself. What I should have done was... This car's already been serviced, Mr. Holmes. Now, if you would just slip in over there on the other side, I'd like to demonstrate a feature of the Torino that impresses an awful lot of people who never have driven one before, huh? I can fix that up in a minute. Let me get this air conditioning unit going here.
Well, this car sure sounds like it's got a big motor in it.
It's got 429 cubic inches, Mrs. Holmes. It is big. We're just hearing it. You can tell how powerful it is, can't you, Mr. Holmes?
Seems pretty noisy to me.
Yeah, but that's because you're outside. If you'll hop in the back here, we'll get the door shut. You can see how quiet it really is. There we go. See how quiet it is now? Mr. Holmes, wouldn't this car be ideal to install that AM/FM stereo tape in? Here, let me turn on the radio that's in now. You can hear how it sounds. Well, you can just imagine how much nicer that big stereo unit we can put in will sound. It'd be ideal for what you want, wouldn't it?
Don't sound half bad. Once you get 4 speakers in here, you'd have something. Still costs too damn much. When's that air conditioning gonna start working?
Well, it takes a moment or two for it to start cooling, but once it gets going, it'll really keep you cool. There, you can feel it coming through the vents now. You getting plenty in the back seat, Mrs. Holmes?
Just fine, thank you.
Now, to really see this car at its best, you've got to see how it drives. You'll reach over there and fasten your safety belts. We'll take it out on the road. You can see how this traction axle and that big 429 engine really give you the performance you want. Well, I'll give you odds that if Mr. Holmes had felt that big engine turning for him and heard how nice the car was for a stereo tape setup, he'd have been thinking more about how he was going to finance it than how much he was going to pay. But because I didn't get him out on the road by assuming his consent, I'm going to have a harder time in negotiating. Well, all's not lost, though. Holmes really does like the car. And if we get deadlocked in negotiations, I can still demonstrate the car later. Sometimes a demonstration is just what you need to bring things to a close.
To help you analyze Les Nicholson's technique for assuming consent in more detail, you'll find a summary in your viewer's guide.